Everything changes in the final moments of Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1, the kind of ending that makes you freeze, rewind, and question everything you thought you understood about the Upside Down. It's not just a cliffhanger. It's the moment the story finally shows its true shape. And the clues hiding in those last scenes tell us exactly how the world of Hawkins is about to break. The ending of Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1 doesn't ease you in, it throws you straight into the storm. Hawkins is no longer a town standing on the edge of danger. Now it's sitting inside it. In the final moments, the show cuts between all the major groups, each fighting their own part of a battle they barely understand. The ground shakes, the sky cracks open with red lightning, and the boundary between the real world and the Upside Down starts to tear. A part right in front of our eyes. 11 stands at the center of it. She's exhausted, barely holding on, and you can feel the weight of every fight she's had since Season 1 pressing down on her. She faces Vecna again, but this time it's different. He's stronger, faster, and more connected to the world than ever before. His voice echoes inside her mind like he's speaking through the entire Upside Down at once. You can tell she's reached her limit, but even then she pushes back, refusing to let him control her or the people she loves. But the twist comes when Vecna reveals that he isn't trying to win this fight. He's trying to stall her. His real plan is happening somewhere else. Meanwhile, the Hawkins crew sees the cracks opening around them. Dust, vines, and dark energy begin spreading across the streets. It's the first time the town looks truly lost. The group tries to regroup, but the threat is too big, too quick, and too overwhelming. You can feel the fear building between them, not just fear of dying, but fear that they've finally run out of time. The final shot of Volume 1 pulls everything together. A deep roaring sound rises, the ground splits wide open, and a massive shockwave rolls through Hawkins. It's the kind of moment that tells you this is no longer a secret war. This is the beginning of the end. The Upside Down has finally crossed over, and nothing will ever be the same. The final sequences of Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 come together, like a slow-motion collapse, where every character realizes too late that the pieces have been falling into place since the beginning. It starts with a shift in the atmosphere, an unsettling quiet that feels completely wrong for Hawkins. Then, in a single moment, the tension snaps. The sky tears open with waves of red light, and the ground pulses like something alive beneath it. This is not just another Upside Down leak. This is a full invasion. We cut to 11 locked in a psychic struggle with Vecna. You can feel how close she is to breaking. Her powers flicker, her nose bleeds nonstop, and the world around her bends like boiling glass. Vecna isn't attacking her directly anymore. Instead, he's speaking in fragments, almost amused, as if he already knows he's won. His mind spreads across the landscape, and for the first time, we see the Upside Down reacting like a single creature following one command. He has stopped trying to kill 11. What he wants now is for her to watch. The same time, the Hawkins group faces a disaster they cannot outrun. The streets twist under their feet as black vines crawl through cracks in the pavement, climbing buildings, swallowing cars, and dragging everything toward the center of town. Lucas, Mike, Dustin, and Max try to find each other in the chaos, shouting through falling debris and shaking ground. Their fear doesn't come from monsters this time, it comes from knowing that even if they fight, they might not be able to save their home. Hopper and Joyce, miles away, feel the effect too. The air turns cold, the lights fail, and a deep humming sound vibrates through the earth. Hopper can only whisper that the real war has officially begun. The Russia storyline suddenly makes more sense, and you can tell he realizes that whatever they faced there was only a shadow of the power Vecna now holds. The sequence ends with a final, giant surge of energy spreading across Hawkins. Cars flip, buildings crack, and the entire town glows an eerie red. You understand instantly, the Upside Down is no longer a parallel world. It's here. It's merging. And the heroes are scattered, weakened, and completely unprepared. The ending of Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 is loaded with quiet clues, small moments that you might miss if you blink, but each one revealing how deeply connected everything has been since the first season. One of the most important details appears when the Upside Down begins spreading across Hawkins. If you look closely, the vines don't move randomly. They follow a shape, almost like a map. This pattern mirrors the same strange lines Will drew back in Season 2 when he was possessed by the Mind Flayer. It's a clear signal Vecna isn't acting alone. Something older, something much bigger, has awakened. Another hidden detail comes from Will himself. In the final scenes, he feels a pain in the back of his neck, the same cold, sharp feeling he used to get whenever the Mind Flayer was close. This moment isn't just nostalgia. It's a warning. Whatever is rising in Hawkins has a direct link to Will, and the show hints that his connection may go deeper than anyone realizes. His eyes shift, his breathing stops for a second, and you can tell the Upside Down is calling to him again. Not to control him this time, but to use him. Eleven's visions also give important clues. During her fight with Vecna, the environment glitches between different versions of the Upside Down, some familiar, some completely new. One shot shows a massive shadowy figure forming behind the red clouds, larger than anything we've seen. Fans will recognize its shape, the Mind Flayer's original form. But this time, it feels more alive, like it's adapting or waking up. This is foreshadowing for Volume 2, where the true source of the Upside Down's power may finally be revealed. There's also symbolism running throughout the ending. Broken clocks appear in multiple scenes, all stuck at the same time. That same time Vecna used to curse his victims. But now, the clocks appear not as warnings, but as statements. Time is up. The barrier between worlds is done waiting. The town's final transformations mirror the story's theme: childhood ending, innocence dying, and choices finally catching up with the characters. Even the color shifts in the sky tell a story. The deep red glow isn't just dramatic lighting, it's the Upside Down's heartbeat spreading into the real world. A pulse getting stronger, as if the two worlds are syncing. By the end of Volume 1, Hawkins doesn't look invaded. It looks absorbed, like the town is becoming part of Vecna's world. Every hidden detail points to the same truth: the Upside Down isn't expanding by accident. It's evolving, following a plan that began the moment 11 opened the first gate. And now, that plan is almost complete. The ending of Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 doesn't just close a chapter, it pushes every character, every mystery, and every threat toward one final collision. The pieces are finally on the board, and Volume 2 will be the moment everything that's been simmering since Season 1 erupts at once. The first thing the ending sets up is the idea that this won't be a simple fight the monster and save the town story anymore. The Upside Down has already claimed Hawkins. Now the question becomes, how do you fight something that already won? 11's struggle is at the center of this setup. She knows Vecna isn't afraid of her powers anymore, and that fear she once used against him is gone. The final scenes show her shaken in a way we haven't seen since she first discovered her abilities. But that also hints at something bigger: she hasn't reached her true potential yet. The glitches in the psychic realm, the flashes of memories she doesn't recognize, and the way the environment shifts around her all suggest that Volume 2 may unlock a part of 11's power she never tapped into. The ending quietly hints that she may need to connect with her past, or even with the Upside Down itself, to stand a chance. Will's role becomes even more important. The pain in his neck, the visions, and the emotional weight he carries show that he's connected to the final battle in a way no one else is. The ending sets up the idea that Will may end up being the key, not as a victim, but as someone who understands the enemy from the inside. His connection to the Mind Flayer could either save everyone or destroy him. Volume 2 seems prepared to place him at the heart of the final conflict. The Hawkins crew also faces a new kind of challenge. They've always been the underdogs, but now they're separated, exhausted, and unsure of what to do next. The destruction around them isn't something they can hide from or outsmart. It forces them to think bigger, to trust one another more deeply, and to make choices that could cost them everything. The ending hints that Volume 2 will push each of them to their breaking point, especially as friendships, promises, and long-held secrets finally come to light. And then there's Vecna. His plan is no longer a mystery. The ending shows he wants the worlds to merge completely, creating a landscape he can rule without limits. But the way he speaks to 11, almost calm, almost confidence, suggests he has another move left unseen. Something worse than what happened in Hawkins. Volume 2 is set up not just as a final showdown, but as a revelation of what Vecna truly is and what the Upside Down has always been preparing for. In the end, the final moments of Volume 1 make one thing clear. This is no longer a story about escaping danger. It's a story about facing destiny.